What's up YouTube, Jay Traveling here, and today's one to go over my one Frankenstein rig because I'm no longer mining Flux with it, and obvious reason is because of the halving. Now, the halving, according to Flux official, took place on February 8th. I'm sure a lot of the people in the community that was following Flux and mining Flux followed this pretty closely with the halving. Now, long term, the halving with the price could take a good effect on it, but short term, typically in my experience with mining in the short interim, when we're talking like the couple months short term, typically doesn't have too big of an impact on the price. Now, that is just my experience with it with mining coins that have had halvings, but long term, they typically seem to increase in price as time goes on. I do think this would be positive as far as a price standpoint with Flux, and I am pretty heavy in Flux in a sense where I was mining it even at a loss, which financially didn't make sense, but I do not give financial advice on this channel, strictly for entertainment. But financially it didn't make sense. I could have bought the coin much cheaper, but I do enjoy the mining aspect. But as you can see here in my farm, it is off, and this was my only rig I had left on Flux. Now, the title is a little misleading because I am still technically mining Flux. I do have a 2x GPU rig in my living room that is mining Flux, but it's a very small rig. It's got two 3060s on it, and they get probably 85 solutions a second total throughout the rig. I use it more because it's wintertime to just heat up a little bit around my computer area than, just looking for straight coin. But if we look at the network hash rate here, the 8th is when they say it pretty much took place, and you saw a slight dip in network hash rate. As you can see, prior we were hovering, and you'll see these big jumps because that's just how the algorithm would work. Sometimes you'd be 100 solutions a second more, and it wasn't just a straight like you are in Ethereum where you're just a straight mega hash a second. There's a lot more spikes and dips with mining Flux that I've noticed, but you see we're hovering in the 8.5 mega solutions a second here, and then once the halving hit, you see it quite dip down. It got into the low 5s, high 4, but it started evening out. Looks like not too many people are dropping off now. If enough people dropped off, difficulty could get lower, which would make it not too bad to mine. Now, if we looked at a year ago, I was mining it down here when it was, pretty low hash rate, and then it shot up, and I was still mining it, but I was getting like on the same rig like 40 to 50 coins per day, and then once it shot up, I was down to like 3 coins a day after the Ethereum merge. But it's just a quick look at the network hash rate, and I think more people may drop off since the price has not come up much. It just doesn't really make too much sense to mine, but also at the same time, the people that were mining could have very low electric rates, or some even maybe free. So let's look at another thing is, let's look at what to mine here. Now, I just have a 3070, basic 3070 plugged in. These aren't any tested numbers. Just as a disclosure, you just click it and it auto fills it. Obviously, they're not 100% accurate because I know I'd get about 62 mega hash at 120 watts. Radiant, I'd probably be the tiniest bit higher and a little bit lower on my wattage. Not that I've mined Radiant, just from what I've seen from other people and seen what Auto Lycos with Ergo. I know it's a little power hungry, so for Firo and Copal, probably similar to that and pretty accurate. But let's just hit the calculate button. I have 15 cents a kilowatt hour. Let's just see what may be decent to mine right now. 15 cents is a tad high. I pay probably 14.5 to 15 cents in between there. I'm looking to get it lower, but right now electric rates are just going up. But we'll see what I can do. So if we look at it, everything's pretty much in the negative still as far as mining. So I don't know if Radiant looks like it may be your best bet if you really want to mine and you're going to be doing it at a loss right now. Radiant though, I mean, if I was mining this, I haven't done it yet as of yet. I know a lot of people are heavy on Ergo and they think that's a good long-term hold. Same with Caspa. Neox, I haven't mined any of that either. Firo I had done a little bit, but I'd kept a very little. I might have like 1 or 2 coins, nothing big. Radiant though, like, let's get back to that. If I was mining this, I'd probably be looking to swap this right to Bitcoin. I don't know if I'd hold Radiant. That's just a personal decision. Some other people may want to hold Radiant. Like next to my rig that's mining next, I do plan on holding a bag of that. But Radiant, I don't think I'm going to. If I was mining this, I'd probably convert right to Bitcoin. Ergo, I know a lot of people are holding this coin also and mining it. I haven't done it in a while. I did mine Ergo for a little while, probably like a month. I mined Ergo with 1 rig. Caspa, I haven't mined any yet. I may look to configure my 6600 XT rig onto Caspa. I have heard good things about them on Caspa. I have not looked at overclocks or anything yet for it, but I may look into that, and when I do, I'll make a video on that. You see Flux kind of took a dip down with just, and this is just with 13070. So if I was running my rig, I mean, think about what I'd be using then. I mean, just throwing money down the tube pretty much. Caspa, not too bad. I've been spending about $1.20 a day or something. I made my math off. Yeah, it's all. I'd be spending like $2.40 a day if I were mining Caspa right now. It's just according to what to mine. Nothing else really peaks out. I do like Ethereum Classic personally, but I just don't think it's good to mine on my GPUs. I do have my 3 iPolos on it right now, so I plan on keeping them running, and then hopefully getting some ASICs in the future to mine straight Bitcoin. Meowcoin, I haven't mined any of that. And there are some nice hash numbers in here. I don't use nice hash. I actually, with times like right now, if you're just new to crypto mining, getting into it, I think nice hash is a very solid option as far as using it for mining, because it does the auto profit switching. You kind of just set it up, and from what I've seen previously, their mining software actually does a decent job fine-tuning your GPU, so you don't have to do as much overclocking. I personally haven't used it, but I have seen others use it, and it seemed to do an okay job. Conflux I haven't mined in years. Zano I've never mined. Ravencoin, I know a lot of people that mine Ravencoin to help heat their house. I mean, that's one way of doing it. If I was spending 40 cents on heat, or I could spend 40 cents on a GPU and get the same results, I would obviously use the GPU. But, you know, that's just a quick shot why I'm not mining Flux right now. Some other coins that I may potentially mine, I think I'm leaning more towards Caspa right now, possibly Radiant, and maybe Ergo. You know, let me know in the comments down below what you guys are mining still. If maybe you're using NiceHash, if you're using NiceHash, and why. And what other coins you think maybe I should look into. But thanks for checking this video out. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more.